Okay, HPCO is the one we have on watch here at Open. But I also like, I think, JZ. But JZ is lighter on volume. It doesn't have enough volume coming in pre-market. PXMD was also on watch, but HPCO was our leading gapper here today. We've been seeing a lot of these. I guess that you'd call this a dickhead bounce. Pretty much a huge sell-off, and then it's just popping. And they're all recent IPOs, so these are the ones that are making moves. FMTX just hit the scans, not sure why. HPCO, let's go back to this one. Mob's also here, but like I said, I don't care for Mob. I see a lot of people making money on it, like a lot of money on it, and I feel left out, but at the same time, I don't really care so much about it. So here's Jay-Z finally taking off here. Just hit the scans again. High of this candle is 765, so that would be the target. 730 is the halt level. So there's a good break of 7 there. A lot more volume coming in here. I just hope it doesn't do what it did yesterday at Open, just a massive flush. Let's see if it holds 7. Not quite. So it's not pulling back as much as I expected, which is good, I guess. It's 84 now. I'm not sure where I have support here besides 75. So I could buy in at 75 here, but nah, it's selling off too much at this point. So basically what happened yesterday, we'll wait for this one to pop back up if it is. I do like this one for, I wanted 780 right there, but I didn't want it to pop on this candle. Shift of momentum's closer to 830. See if we can break above VWAP and hold in the 820 level. Let's see. I don't really want it to get halted here. If I can get a micro pullback back to VWAP 811 or something, try to take it. I should have taken it back here. I was debating to take it back here too. That's what's hilarious. I want to get in a little lower, not there at 30. Should have bought the dip. Damn it, dude. So it's getting a halted without me. I watched that whole move and everything. Can't believe I didn't take a trade anywhere here. I was gonna get it on this dip, but I should have at my support line. I should have, but instead I waited for it to pull back to VWAP, which, I mean, Jesus, man. So that was completely my fault. It's not that I didn't trust my support line, I just didn't care for it. I wanted it to break lower and hit VWAP for a better entry. So that's completely my fault there. Let's see if PXMD is doing the same. Yep, I had the same setup. So we'll see what this one wants to do here. It's next 1 minute candle. Could take a starter here. Spready. Take a start at 81 there. For a breakthrough 4. Not quite the break there. All the way back down to 85. It's 92. To push through 4. 93, 95, 97. Selling there at 97, 99. Well, sold too soon, I guess. That was a good 17-cent move. That's about like 90, maybe $100. So I didn't think it was gonna break through 4 again. So cool. PXMD has sympathy momentum. It's next 5 minutes gonna open here. We'll wait for a pullback. See if we can finish around 4. That'd be best. Mm. Seems like it's getting a little heavy up here. Had a hard time holding above 4 completely. And now it's rejecting here down to VWAP. Could have taken a starter there at VWAP. Big seller stack there, somewhere in the 80s. I just seen him. Choppy. Back to 405, 409 now. Broke its 5-minute high. We still have room for the 10-minute. That's a really nice VWAP recovery. Man, I should have bought that dip at VWAP. It's too quick though, and it's too choppy. I might have sold it a little early if I took that. Original trade was a nice trade though. So massive rejection there. Could buy it here again at VWAP, but I'm not expecting a bounce after this one. Yeah, so I think this one's kind of done right now. Only way I can see it being a good trade, I guess, is if it breaks above 4 and holds above 4 here, but I don't know. I don't know if I really trust it. See, HPCO is going to resume here. Judging by the way that one finished, it's going to be hard to say. That one couldn't hold it before. This one just snapped from 760, which, oh my god. I should have got in down here, like way down here at 760, 770 when I'd seen it. But I figured, oh, it's not going to do much. Like, it's probably just going to hold in this 1 minute, and then I want to get on this next 1 minute. I was too busy waiting for the next 1 minute so it can rip instead of getting on this one. I knew it was going to go, but I thought it was going to be the next 1 minute, and I didn't want to like take an early entry and then a rejection, false break, kind of like this candle here, and so that's why I didn't want to take it. But I wish I took it. And then this candle, I could have got in too anywhere at VWAP, but I didn't want to. I wanted to wait for this next 1 minute. So I waited for this next 1 minute to open low around VWAP and then take off. And then get halted or false halt and keep going. But then it actually hit my support line and then took off into a halt. So kind of pissed there too. Should have taken it. Let's see. There's resumption. What is this gonna do? Shot through 9, pull back to this high here, 65. Could buy a dip on it, but I'm not really sure if I want to. There's 950 now. I don't want to just jump in. There's halt level there. Gonna get halted a second time. Yeah, so could have got in anywhere there too, but no. I was looking for it to dip, close this gap, buy the dip, and then see it go back up, but that held up really well at 930. So halted a second time, missed out on that one too. Now I'm definitely feeling FOMO, and I don't really want to take this trade at the moment because I'm just gonna trade it on emotions. I'm more than sure. I'm gonna have to wait for this to pull back. But again, I gotta realize after this pullback, it could just get halted going down. But I'm also getting emotional here, so I don't know. I could just be buying the back end just because I'm feeling FOMO. So I gotta wait for a proper setup. I gotta really wait for this thing to go. PXMD popping back up here. It could take a long, but just wait on this 5 and 10 minute. I really want this to finish high, but that's the only way I'd feel comfortable taking it is if this finishes high, closer to 4. Yeah, so this is kind of expected with the 5-minute low finishing the way it did. I'm not gonna be surprised if this breaks it slow. The only way I'd give this another chance is if it breaks it slow and then pops back up closer to 4 or at 4. That's the only way I think this would actually do something. But I don't really care for it here if I'm being honest. JZ, let's check this one out. This one sold off. MEGL, Nerve, Choppy, NTNX. I don't even know what this is. This doesn't look so bad. It's at its 200 here though, and it's easy to borrow. Could watch it for a short, but it's too strong right now. There's no reason for me to have to short it. I do like this for a bounce higher here. I should have taken my entry there at 30. This one looks good for another rip through 50. GCT just got halted? What's this? Really light on volume, this one. This just got halted too. 16 to 1780. HPCO is going to resume here at 44. So we'll go ahead and wait on this one. I don't really have support or resistance levels at this point. There's not really that many. I have to check the 10-minute probably, just keep going back. It's already breaking above these levels. We have until this one here. We have free range for the most part until about 10:20. And from 10:20 we have another one at this level here, 11:50. And then from there it's all the way down here at 13:30. So 10:20. Let's see. There's resumption, flat resumption, so that's kind of bearish. But this thing's just going. Doesn't seem to matter. Could buy these dips, but I don't even know where I should buy. Red 5-minute doji so far. That's a nice recovery off that low. Gotta be careful here because if I do take an entry, like back down to 10:15, 960, just like that. Wow. So 10:50 to 960 instantly. Red 5-minute doji. Same with the 10-minute. 10-minute's still okay though. We still have some time to play with it. A 5-minute low can break here, hit 920, and that would be support. It broke right there actually, but will this flush back to VWAP? I will definitely take smaller share size on this. I'm not planning to take big share size just because of the volatility. See if it comes down. It's 920s here. I could have taken a starter there. That would have been a good starter too because it's all the way at 950 now. I just don't know if I want to take a position on this at this low. Still holding relatively well, but I don't really know. Just on that 5-minute doji, like I don't really know if this is something I want to take. A rejection basically from 1060, 1070. It's 25, it's 20. Buying in there. So I'm long at 25. Looking for this to go back above into the 50s. It's 38, 39, 40, 47 now. It's 50. See if you get this breakout here. It's 54. On that 55, I guess. Oh, well, 59. Ah, well, sold way too soon. 92, now it's 10. Man, so sold way too soon. Perfect dip buy on my support line. So sold way too quick there. That's unfortunate. Man, look at that perfect entry. I had a perfect entry too. I was even gonna add into it if I'm being honest. I had my finger on the buy button and I was like, oh, I should add into this. I should add into it. And then I was like, no. Like I for the split second I thought, well, usually when I'm up this big, like it can flush on me, and it usually does. So I was like, I'm already up way past my target. So I was like, I'm already 2-1 pretty much. I should just sell it. And so I just sold it. Man, that was a good trade there though. That was more than 25 cents. So that was about 34 cents there. On 300 shares, it's not that bad. So I wish I would have held it a little longer. I wish it would have broke out a little faster. That would have been great. GCT is also there. I was wanting to watch NTNX. NTNX look good for shorts. I don't remember what I was going for, but I did want to watch that one. But HPCO, I mean, this one's pretty volatile. It's moving just how I like it. So I wish around 28 though, or around 20 when I bought in, that it would have held. See, like 60 is another support level we can watch. Kind of holding 60. I think it's gonna go down now. It's an inside outside candle, so I think it's gonna go down. If I check my notes here, let's see. If I check my notes, I'm pretty sure that is a pattern. Can't even find it. But I do like it. It's forming a triangle here actually, so I could get it. I could go long here for the break of 10 on this next 1 minute. This is really hard to say. It's forming this triangle here on the 1 minute. I like it. 10-minute is kind of strong. It's indecisive at the moment, so that's I'm kind of like, be real careful if I'm gonna take an entry, especially an early anticipation type of entry. High of this candle's what? High is 1007, low is 68, so I gotta be really careful getting in here. So 97, I should have taken it there at 88 if I'm being honest. I almost bought there at 96. So let's see. 1 minute MACD is coming to a low, so I should really reconsider. MACD's coming to a cross here. It's getting real tight here. It's mega triangle here. Oh man. We're gonna break out already. So broke its low. See if we have a recovery. It could be a false break to the downside. But at this point I want to see it, yeah, I want to see it break down to 50, break 50. MACD looks pretty bad, so I would say it has to come back to 920. See if it breaks here. It's 55. I think it has room though to 950 or 920. Doesn't really have any support anywhere else. 55, 52, 50. Big support there. 30. So there we go. It broke its low. Could have bought a VWAP, but it's coming too low at this point on the 5 minutes. So I saved myself from a loss there on that triangle formation. It had to have ripped immediately, and then it had to prove that it can hold above 10. But once it started that choppy 97 price action, I was like, no, I shouldn't do it. So I almost pressed it. GCT literally just hit the scans. Let's see what this wants to do. Choppy stock already. 40-cent spread there for a second. That was bad. So won't be trading that one. JZ. Let's go to that one that I was watching, NTNX. So dang, I was two candles or 3 candles away basically from a short position on it. It would have taken this long though to come all the way back down. So basically from, let's just say the low here is 60 all the way down to this low, 30. So that would have been a 30-cent trade. Whether it would have been worth it or not, no idea. But 5 minute doesn't look too bad for a pop back up here if I'm being honest. Ended in a doji, could be a reversal here after a long consolidation. Because you have like a flag at this point or sideways consolidation, then a trend lower. But let's see if it can break above 2250. Then it does look pretty good for a move higher. But HPCO is basically selling off at this point. This is kind of done. We need a massive recovery. I really, really wish I would have held through this level. I just didn't have any price target. I wanted it to break 50, but I didn't have really any idea where else it could have broken. I mean, maybe this high here, I should have gone for this high 78. But the way it was like kind of stuck at 50 for a little bit, I was like, like once it hit 54, I was like, maybe it can go. And then it kind of started popping. I just sold. I was like, I might as well sell for profit. I could have sworn it sold at 54, but I guess it got filled at 59 just on the volatility. And then next thing you know, it's 59, and then 70, and then 80, and then all the way back to 10. I was like, yo, I sold way too quick. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that's all right. It happens. GCT still on a 50-cent spread, or 50 cents, 30-cent spread there. PXMD, no sympathy momentum for this one. So that's kind of fortunate as well. APRNs, check this one out. Oh, NERV, MEGL, MGAM. MGAM doesn't look so bad, but it's just completely light on volume. Like this one's not it. NTNX. Wow, look at that. I always miss them. I always miss these big moves. I even said this is looking good for a 5-minute curl here, and then boom, look at that. That was a really big move. Low here of 32, all the way to 94. Sheesh. But all the way back down now, so man, that was a really good move there. GCT just hit the scans again. This one just has such big spreads though. I'm not interested in it. NTNX I think has tighter spreads. That's like 5-cent spreads out here. Not that bad. I'd much rather trade this one than GCT. So this is a pretty good curl that I missed out on. I wish it would have held up though. If it would have held up at 2280 or something, that would have been cool. For another retest of 23 or something. That would have been great, but now it's trending lower. It's kind of hard to see where this wants to go. I mean, it looks like it wants to go to the downside to me just because you have this massive consolidation, a spike that couldn't hold, and now it's sideways again. So it's kind of like, this is kind of just a pullback, and then it's going to continue its consolidation almost. We'll see though. I mean, it's still holding up relatively well around 40. We get long here in this next 1 minute for the break above 80 and then also 94, this high. A huge target though, especially on these rejections, the way it's rejecting here. It has to hold 50. If it breaks 50, that'd be it for me. Could have got long there. I don't really trust it though. So I guess this one would have worked out perfectly actually. Back to 80. 85 there. 85 is the high. But back to 65 now. On the bid at least. It needs to hold 50, but yeah, I guess it could consolidate a little bit here if it needs to. Could be a 5-minute setup. We'll wait for the 5-minute. 5-minute is forming somewhat of a triangle here, so we could just wait for the 5-minute. 5-minute breakout goal would be 23. I think I will sell below 23 if I'm being honest though. Because it's slower mover, I could take a little larger of a share size. We can step it up to 750 on this one. Actually, no. Since it's out of my price range in my small account, I might not even be able to take this. So I'll just put it at 500. Give it at 500 shares. That's probably maxing out my margin on a small account. Okay, so it's still holding above 50. Only problem is that it's still, oh well, I don't know. I'll get in here. I'll get in here. We'll get in a 300 share starter. I don't want to get in at 68 just yet. I want to wait for this thing to finish. We'll get in here at 67 and look for the break of this last 1 minute high here. 67 high, 72. This breaks this low here. I'm gonna stop out for sure. 72 is a target. We need to see more green come in. 72. My actual target. Let's see if it breaks that. There it is. My real target, I guess it'll be this high. I want to go for this high 85. I'm still in there at 71 actually. False break. Where am I in at? Where am I in at? I'm in at 65. I forgot. So false break. So I'm gonna stop out at hit 62 here. I'll just take a loss at 62 if I can. 60. Nope. Still in there on the bid at 50. 57. So I took a small loss on that one. I had a huge feeling it was gonna be a false break. That's why I tried to sell at 73 there. It wasn't filled at all. So, man, that's unfortunate. I had a huge feeling that was gonna be a false break just because of the price action and the 2 candles prior. I was expecting to break that high, and I did get the break of that high, but I mean, it was my fault for double checking and not knowing prior the high of this candle, 85. Because if it wasn't for that, I would have sold in the 70s right there, which I tried to. I just wasn't filled, and I could have hit the bid, but I didn't know where I was at. I forgot. I thought I was at 64, and then I'd seen 69, but I was like, well, if I'm at 68, I mean, I don't want to sell for that. So I kind of second guessed myself there. That's unfortunate. Man, that kind of sucks. So false break on that candle. We can still keep watching it here to see if it pops back up. If it can pop back up here, that'd be great, but kind of hard to say. Because this could just keep trending lower. 1 minute MACD was about to cross there. That's also why I felt a little more confident in it. But let's see if this trends lower and breaks its low here, or if it pops up and finishes high around 60. 60 or 70, that'd be great. I feel like I shouldn't even be messing with this stock if I'm being honest, but we took a 300 share starter there. We could just take another one on a short position if this is going to break its low, which it looks like it wants to do. Next 5 minutes going to open here pretty soon, so we'll wait on it. I'm not going to take a start on a short just yet, but I do feel like I might just be flipping short at this point. Should take a starter here at 41, the break of its last 1 minute low. I'm going to wait it out. 37's that low. Break of its high there. Low of this 1 minute now is 40. 40 by 37. Did it break its high? 52 by 52 double top there. So it breaks its high here. Taking a starter at 57 there on a short. Actually, big mistake. Selling there for a loss, 62. It's a mistake. That was a mistake. Now I'm just giving money back on these trades. I took it there because I'd seen a little resistance and it wasn't really breaking out. So I was like, if it's not really breaking out, then it's whatever. But at this next 5 minutes, looking pretty good for a long. And I did say if it finishes high, then it would look pretty good. So we're getting a curl here on this 1 minute. Taking a long there, 71. Might add into this for the 5 minute high break. Target would definitely be around 94 if I can. We gotta see this strength though. We gotta see this come in. It's having a hard time here already. 71's my entry. I gotta be careful because it's really pretty high, pretty extended. That's gonna be my third loser on this if I sell here. 71. I'm gonna give it 71. I should give it till 56. Still holding, popping a little bit here to 67. 1 minute's about to close here. 20 more seconds. Finishing low as well. Gotta be careful. 67 again. Can we pop to 68? Nope, stopping there. Got rid of it at 57, so gave it to exactly what my stop was. Now I'm done with this stock. So took a short on a bad trade there. That was not a good short. And then this just didn't break out at all. It's too long of a consolidation at this point. It's forming a triangle, but it's just taking way too long. So at this point now I'm just revenge trading it, trying to get a better trade in. Kind of disappointed there too. I was mainly looking for that 5-minute high to break. 5-minute high didn't even break. So that's another big loss there. See, now I'm down. Yeah, it took $115. So up 100 something, now I'm down 115 on this stock. That really sucks. I was up 160 today, now I'm only up 50 bucks. So again, that's something I said I need to work on, is giving back profits. Finishing low here, I could take an entry on a short. I feel like we should try this one more time, but at the same time I feel like I should be done on this stock already, because 3 back-to-back losers on trades that I thought were winners. This one was a winner too, but I just didn't sell it fast enough. I've had a higher target than I should have. I didn't know where I was in at exactly. I still want to get in this for a long because it's MACD's coming to a curl once more, but I don't feel like it. Like the scalps just aren't working, so I have to buy the lows. Obviously, this low's working. It's popped up here 20 cents. This low's bought up, you know, a whole almost 40-50 cents here. I just want that high to break 94. For this to really show weakness, it would have to break through 22.40. 44 would be the target, but we'll see on this next 5 minutes. It's still in a small little range. There's a big seller there at 62. To break higher. Still sideways. There's a break of its 5-minute high there. Let's see if it even holds or if it's gonna reject. Broke its 5-minute high, finally getting that break, but I wanted to see it break this high here of 94. And this might just go without me. 76 now, 77, master seller at 80, back down to 72, 70. This rejects, I could just get in for a short, so 67, 65, 63. Rejecting all the way down to 50, so I should have taken my entry there at 60 something. So we gotta make sure that it holds this low here of 40. Damn it, man, that should have, God, I knew it too. I should have got in for a short up here at 70, but I told myself I wasn't gonna take this trade. I should have got in. That was a 50-cent drop there. That would have made back all my profit. Or all my loss. Damn. I was literally about to press the trigger at 72, and then I'd seen it pull up to 66. I was gonna take it there, and then at 63, I was gonna take it there, and then once it hit 50, I was like, okay, it's for sure gonna go. Didn't even take it at 50, went all the way down to 20 here. Realistically, I probably would have sold it in the 30s. Either way, that would have been a 20-cent move if I was in at 50 even. 30 cents at 60, almost 40 at 70. Like that would have definitely made back my loss. So I should have taken that. Oh well. BRAX popping up here. A little spready, 15 cents or 10 cents, I mean. 10, 15 cents just about. Excel is already at 25, 26, 30, 50 even. Too choppy. I don't really care for it. 10-cent spread. HPCO, let's get back to this one. See what this wants to do. Pulled back a lot. Way too much. Probably just a bear flag. GCT, this was hitting the scans earlier as well. This looks like a could curl here. I do like this one. GCT. I don't like its 10 minutes. Could be a potential false break, but I do like its potential on the 1 minute to curl back above 21 for a second. Never mind the way it's finishing here. Never mind. So rejecting now. Man, it sucks. I was just gonna wrap it up before NTNX. I was gonna wrap it up and just not even trade, but that's what I get, I guess. Should have sold for green on this one. This one was just a bad idea. Shorted on a surging stock. It's 1 minute MACD. It's curling here. That just wasn't a good idea. 5 minute was recovering, didn't break its low, held its lows here, so that was just a bad idea getting on this. Getting in long after a massive ramp on a resistance area here. I didn't even look at for the resistance points, so I should have drawn my resistance lines out because this was a resistance area. Instead, I'm going long for that break on it, so that was completely my fault too. Trading in this little range here. So we're getting a lot of sideways consolidation within this small range. And finally get that breakout we're looking for. So again, this is my fault. I waited too long too to sell. I should have sold it a long time ago where I said I was in at 71. Give this till really 56. That was pretty much a 15-cent stop there. Gave it too long. Really shouldn't have. I should have just sold it in the 60s. I actually got rid of it. So let's see, this actually held the lows here and now popped all the way back up, but is this just going to be a bounce? We're going to see a slow consolidation back down. I don't trust the stock enough. I'm not going to stay around and trade it, so it's not even worth looking at it. And I think I'm just going to wrap it up here at this point because I'm so pissed I took these losses on this stock. It looked good. I was green. Never sold for profit. And these were just two bad trades. This one was just the one that really cost me. I should have sold a long time ago. But again, that's my fault for not drawing the resistance points. And I guess I'm so zoomed in here that I don't even get to see the back end, see what's going on over here. So I'm so zoomed in, looking at what's going on here, like too closely, or just looking at the stock in such a small range here isn't really helping me out. So I gotta zoom out and actually look at, I mean, I guess I was zoomed out, right? But I actually gotta look at the resistance levels, which I wasn't looking at. I didn't mark them down, so I guess I should have done that as well. I was just looking at the 5 minute mainly for the break at this high at 94. That's all I was really going for. And I thought you know, by the triangle formation, this kind of would have definitely done it. So I got long here, like, oh, it's going to break for sure. But it was an immediate false break on me, so it's whatever. We'll wrap it up here. I will see you all tomorrow. Finishing up 50-70 when we were up about 160, 150. I gave back quite a bit. Gave back quite a bit on this stock. I don't know. At least we're still green. Starting green on the month. We still got to wrap up August. I didn't take any trades yesterday. So today was actually a really good day. For the start of the month, I didn't keep my profits. I took too many trades. Three trades on the stock. If they're losers, I'm out. Like that should be it. And that's exactly why I didn't take this short. I should have taken this short though. I knew it too. As soon as I'd seen it couldn't hold above 1270 or 1280, I was like, man, I should get in here at 72, 1270 or 2272. I didn't take it. I didn't take it at 60. I didn't take it at, you know, any other place 50. And then that was just an immediate drop. I really should have taken this trade, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Next time, we'll get it next time. All right, I would have been breaking my rules, and I knew I would have been breaking my rules, so no no sense in doing so. But anyways, we'll wrap it up here. I'll see you all tomorrow.